Hello and welcome. This is a reading for Sun sign Taurus. It could also affect you if your rising or moon is in Taurus. This is for March through April 2023. This is a super huge time, as I was saying back in November. This spring, which is now, we have Pluto entering the sign of Aquarius, March 23rd. This is huge news for everyone. Pluto is the generational planet. It only changes signs once every 15 to 20 years. So really set your great intentions for what you want to experience, achieve, feel during this time. Pluto will be in Aquarius for about 6 months, and then it'll retrograde back out, and then it'll go back in for good for the next 15 or 20 years in about November of 2024. So do all your visualizations. This is definitely a new chapter in everybody's life. So let's make it a positive one together. Okay, so specifically for our Sun in Taurus, you have right now in March, your Venus entered Taurus March 17th. And Venus will conjoin the North Node March 20th. So again, Venus has to do with luxury, love, relationships. And that for you, Taurus is in the first house, which is the house of new beginnings. And the North Node kind of rules, it's like the windsock. So it kind of rules your direction or your true north, where you're going. So listen to the women in your life, listen to the beauty in your life. These are the things that will give you that windsock, that true north of direction in your life. Take time to experience beauty in your life, to smell the roses, so to speak, now that things, as you can see behind me, are starting to bloom. Because again, if you could center into beauty, with Venus passing through your first house during this very significant time period, you could get inner direction through that Venus, through that beauty. Also, it's a good time for art, fine furnishings, things like that. Of course, don't overspend. Venus will conjoin Uranus for you March 30th in the sign of Taurus, which is your first house. So Uranus, of course, is sudden change. It also rules things like we're doing right now, communication through technology. So maybe it's time for a new phone or some new gadget that is technological, or some new way of expressing yourself through beauty, posting beautiful pictures online. Just be aware that is in your first house of new beginnings. Venus can join Uranus. Do something different, go on a different type of if you're in a relationship, maybe change up your date night, what you do, because of that Uranus. Just flow with that. Moving on, in your second house, Venus will enter your second house and head on into Gemini April 11th, and be trine to that Pluto that just entered Aquarius. So let me back up a minute. When Pluto first enters Aquarius, there is some Mars energy attached to it. So for right now, things are a little unsettled. There's a little bit of, what's that word? Saber rattling or whatever they call it. But I think things are going to ease up April 11th, because Venus will then trine Pluto and smooth things out. Again, women are significant in the smoothing out of this new Plutonian energy with that Venus trine Pluto, with Pluto just newly into Aquarius. I think by April 11th, things will attain a little bit more peaceful discussion, or especially with regards to beauty. Let's all really, we live on this beautiful planet together. We can't find another planet like this. Can we all just come together and see that beauty, appreciate it, and we are all part of the human race and get along? Let's all kind of visualize that together with that Pluto trine. That Venus is helping to make things more beneficial with that trine to Pluto April 11th. So let's continue to create beauty on this planet through words, through actions, through our art, through our gifts, what we do that is beautiful. and appreciate that in each other. Now, for our Tauruses, again, Pluto in Aquarius means that that will be in your 10th house. Now, Saturn has been transiting Aquarius since December of 2020. And that is significant because Saturn rules structure. We also had that very significant Jupiter conjoined Saturn back then, that they were around Christmas time. I don't know if you guys remember that. They were saying, it was the Christmas star because Jupiter and Saturn were so close to the Earth. You could actually see it. I remember walking out my front yard in the evening and looking at it. It was visible in the sky, and they said it hadn't been visible in the sky since, the Star of Magi or something like that. It was so significant. But Saturn will be actually moved out of Aquarius just recently, March 8th. So Saturn was transiting your 10th house for quite a while and now is in your 11th house. Pluto is now in your 10th house in the sign of Aquarius. So once Saturn has moved into your 11th house, you will notice that you may be more interested in long journeys or new studies of higher mind. You also have Neptune in your 11th house, which it can be fogginess, but it can rule dreams and aspirations. So now you've got Saturn and Neptune. They're not conjoined yet, but Saturn will catch up a little bit to Neptune because although a slow mover, it moves faster than Neptune. So we are going to combine, really for everybody, structure, which is Saturn, and Neptune, which is dreams. So we could make our dreams a reality. Again, let's make those positive dreams, okay? And for you, my Tauruses, this is all in your 11th house, which is, like I said, higher learning. This would be a terrific time to take up any type of esoteric, meditation, anything that gets you in tune with your higher mind, okay? You have on March 16th, you have Mercury conjoin Neptune conjoin Mars. So there could be some communication that is very out there, but is also might be a little confusing because of the Neptune. Neptune can also create a fogginess or confusion, but we've kind of just passed that. So Mercury will then enter into Aries on March 19th. So that is your 12th house. So Mercury is a very quick mover, but it will be in your 12th house, which is more the house of completion. So if there's anything that you need to say, you've been meaning to say, this is the time to do it, to sort of get completion on that while Mercury's in your 12th house. All right. All planets are direct until mid-April. So take advantage of this kind of rare time when all planets are direct. Mercury will go retrograde towards, I think it's April 23rd. So take advantage of this time right now while things are direct to get things done that you've been wanting to accomplish, and plant those positive seeds for the next 15 to 20 years because it's so important. We are all co-creators in this beautiful, gorgeous world we share. Let's cherish it and continue to make it wonderful. Bye for now. If you like or please resonate with this work, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you soon.